should have. Daunte, come on!
Say Daunte! Lordy, Lordy, don't you know?
Lordy, don't you know?
These police have got to go.
These police have got to go. Lock us up and shoot us down. Ain't no justice in this town. Ain't no justice in this town. Some bastards. Ain't no justice in this town. All cops are bastards. All cops are bastards. All cops are bastards. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Motherfucking people.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go.
pigs wanna know
The pigs wanna know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them
So we tell them
we are the people.
we are the people. The motherfucking people. We are the people. The motherfucking people.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go.
pigs wanna know
Pigs wanna know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them
So we tell them
we are the people.
we are the people.
Motherfucking people.
Structure this whole society.
We are the people.
Nothing short of reform, no. We're trying to get a little reform.
We are the people.
Nothing but
Motherfucking people.
Everywhere we go, people wanna know
People wanna know
who we fight for.
who we fight for.
So we tell them
So we tell them
Black Lives Matter.
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 Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people wanna know
the people wanna know
who we fight for.
who we fight for.
So we tell them
So we tell them
Native Lives Matter.
Native Lives Matter.
Native Lives Matter.
Native Lives Matter.
Asian Lives Matter.
Asian Lives Matter.
Asian Lives Matter.
Asian Lives Matter.
Trans Lives Matter.
Trans Lives Matter.
Trans Lives Matter.
Trans Lives Matter.
Queer Lives Matter.
Queer Lives Matter.
Queer Lives Matter.
Queer Lives Matter.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people wanna know
the people wanna know
who we fight for.
who we fight for.
So we tell them
So we tell them
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Say Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
pigs wanna know
pigs wanna know
who we are.
who we are.
We tell them
So we tell them
we are the people.
we are the people.
Motherfucking people.
Motherfucking people.
We are the people.
We are the people.
Motherfucking people.
The motherfucking people.
We are the people.
We are the people.
Motherfucking people.
The motherfucking people. We are the people.
Motherfucking people.
Motherfucking people.
We are the people.
We are the people. The motherfucking people. We are the people. The motherfucking people. We're powerful. We're powerful. We're powerful. Ain't nothing to fuck with. 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 You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
It's our duty!
To fight for freedom.
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 Say his name!
Daunte Wright.
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 What's his name?
Daunte Wright.
Say his name!
Daunte Wright.
Hold on!
Daunte Wright.
Hold on!
Daunte Wright.
What's his name?
Daunte Wright.
Say his name!
Daunte Wright.
What's his name?
Daunte Wright.
Say his name!
Daunte Wright.
What's his name?
Daunte Wright.
Say his name! What's his name? Say his name! What's his name?
Y'all know where we are? Do y'all know where we are? Do y'all know where we are? We're talking to the FBI right now. And I want to give it up to one of the folks that's been out here for a long time. Been out here for a minute. Y'all need to listen up because you're going to get educated right now. Give it up for Mel Reeves. So, you know, we're across the street from the FBI building, right? So think about this. So this is the FBI building. If you notice, you don't see the letters FBI on the building nowhere, do you? Right? So now, if I'm the FBI, I'm proud of the stuff I did. I'd have my name all everywhere, right? So it makes sense. They're right. They should have a name on the building because they have an absolutely dog reputation in our community. Y'all heard of Fred Hampton, right? Those folks are responsible for his death, right? You heard of Malcolm X, right? Those folks are responsible for his death, right? You heard of MLK, right? Those folks are responsible for his death. And then they try to trick us because every time they kill one of us, they say we need to come to them, right, to get justice. No wonder we don't hardly get no damn justice, right? Because you can't have two things flowing from one institution, right? It can't be good and bad. It can't be evil and wrong at the same time, can you? No, you absolutely cannot. These people here, this is what I like to talk about from time to time. That's why Brother Donald keeps talking about revolution ain't nothing to fuck with. He's right. Because these people are serious. These people have hounded us since we've been here. Every time, in fact, they're watching us now. We might as well come to where they are because they've been watching us. Yes, they have. And the kingdom making about them spying. Every time you got a meeting or a group of folks, if more than about a few hundred of us, the police are here. So welcome police as well. That's right. The police are among us. That's exactly right. Because that's what they do. Because you know what they're really afraid of? They ain't afraid of us putting no pistols or nothing. They're afraid of us getting together. This scares the hell out of them. They don't want no part of this. They're hanging out for us because the whole world is watching this, right? Because you know how they like to operate in the dark. Like when they pull you over, they want to kick your butt because ain't nobody looking. As I said the other day, that's the behavior of a coward. Right? Cowards do their stuff in the dark, but people who think they somebody, they just come one-on-one with you, right? And y'all give the police all this credit. If they was all that, they'd have dropped all them weapons when they come out, right? They'd have dropped all the weapons. So what y'all want to do? And you know what would happen then? We'd have finished them off. But that's why they won't put their weapons down. That's why they won't, because they're cowards. And so y'all need to understand that this is not just about this woman killing our brother, right? It wasn't just about her. If you notice, not one of them damn cops will come out and say they're sorry for what happened. If you notice that, not one of them apologized. Not one of them has said, hey, you know, maybe we could have done something different. Because they're all in the same boat. Don't get confused about this, y'all. I keep preaching this because we get confused about it. We keep getting confused because there was a black cop and the white. No, don't get confused. If you notice, there's a black cop that was the first cop on the scene. That's right. Tell me if I'm wrong, it was a black cop that was getting him out the car. Yeah, it was a black cop doing the handiwork. I don't know what that white woman was doing, right? It looked like she was feeling the man and stuff. I would have pulled back too, right? And they want us to believe, with all their history of killing and murdering us and shooting us down the street, they want us to believe that this was no accident. This was no accident. You mean to tell me I've been doing something 26 years and I can't figure out my left from my right? Oh, no. Tell that to somebody else. Tell that to somebody else. We ain't buying it. And because we ain't buying it, we want her behind sitting in jail. And you know what we got to do? We got to keep coming out here till they put her behind the jail. And I guarantee you, if you come back out here next time with your neighbor, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your church member, your mosque member, don't you bring your behind back out here by yourself. Bring somebody with you. If you bring somebody with you, we will triple this crowd. We'll quadruple it. And they will have to put her in jail. Because you know they don't want to put Darren Chauvin in jail. Did y'all hear the trial today? Did y'all see the trial? They told you what time it is. You want to keep pretending all you want. They said that Derek Chauvin was doing his job. Now think about that. His job was to murder and put his knee on somebody's neck till they weren't alive no more. But they said it. I didn't say it. The cat got on the stand and said he was doing his job. That tells me that you got to do your job. At some point, you may not have to not go to work a day or two. Tell them like it is. And so we talk about shutting it down. At some point, we may have to shut this down. The whole thing, right? The highway, transit, the companies, Amazon, Target, you name them. The banks, nobody show up nowhere. They'll listen in. Because that dollar's all important shit. I'm going to let you go in a minute. But we got to stop messing around with these people. Anybody that would kill somebody over a daggone $20 bill, you got to watch them. You can't trust this system. And the only way we're going to get justice, don't let them fool you. Forget all that investigative crap. As long as we keep coming out here, they will do something about that woman. You hear what I'm saying? They'll talk, oh, we're doing an investigation. They'll speed that daggone investigation up, and we keep coming out here. Remember what they'll do to you. You keep coming out here, they'll do what we want. And if we keep doing this, we'll get some more stuff that we want, right? We'll get the health care that we want. We'll get the jobs that we need. When our kids go to school, they'll get a daggone education like everybody else, right? And we keep coming out here, we'll get the stuff we'll need, right? When you get sick, you're able to go to this is a crazy place. When you get sick, they charge you what? $100,000, you ain't got no insurance? Now what that sound like? I already ain't got no insurance, then you give me a bill for $100,000? What the hell am I do? Right? But that's a crazy system. Any system that has people going around killing folks, you know it's a system you want to change, y'all. I'm just calling it like it is. We can't keep doing this. Somebody just asked me what changed from 1960s, because they're trying to say I was out here in the 60s. I wasn't. I ain't that old. But I was out here in the 80s, and they said, well, what changed? I said, man, listen, on some level, everything has changed, but not a damn thing has changed. You follow me? Everything has changed, but nothing has changed, right? Because when I was young, they were shooting us down the street. They still shooting us down the street. So you know what? It depends on, you know what this depends on? You know what having them stop depends on? It depends on you. It depends on you. When they get to the point where they realize we just ain't gonna put up with it no more, they'll stop shooting us. I guarantee you. And when we stop watching our brothers and sisters get beat down, when we stop, and that day is coming, we're gonna stop watching them. When we stop watching them beat our brothers and sisters down, they're gonna step back. They're gonna step. That's when it's gonna happen. That's when it's gonna happen. As I always tell y'all, you know, we can talk all the crap you want, right? You know, people sitting at home talking, man, protests don't work, because they don't never go to protests. How would they know? As I always say to y'all, hey, if you don't fight, I know it's like on the street, right? You can't win no fight if you don't fight it, right? So if you don't fight, you can't win. But if you fight, you can win. 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 If you fight, if you fight, you can win. If you fight, if you fight, if we fight, if we fight, if we fight, if we fight, I want you to give it up for Muhammad, who's going to pick up from where Jelani was speaking at the last one. Give it up for another smooth dressed brother out in this movement. Give it up for Muhammad, y'all. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
First, I'd like to hit you with the salam. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Ibrahim, and I'm the Deputy Director with CARE Minnesota. And before we talk about what happened yesterday, it's really difficult to stand in front of this building right now.
They would have a minimum.
Because this building.
Everybody want to get shot. Everybody want to get shot. Hey, Drew. Everybody want to get shot. Right in front of his face. We just chill. We just chill. My time is best, man. My order is hey, hold that shit high, y'all come in the middle. Y'all can come in the middle. Oh, yeah, sir.
Say his name! Say his name! Daunte Wright! What's his name? Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say it louder! Daunte Wright! Say it louder! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright!
Yeah.
Made it back around.
Oh, it's not right here. That's good. Because I sure was thinking that he was going to do a curfew. Right. I think it's 7 o'clock.
That's in court right now, Derek Chauvin. George Floyd, when we talk about police brutality, we talk about the tip of the iceberg. It's been going on for a minute now. George Floyd ain't the first victim of Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin has assaulted many people, killed folks as well. If someone's going to speak out today about that, who's been affected by Derek Chauvin, they can tell the story and tell us how they feel. Give it up for Zoya, y'all! Derek Chauvin is a murderer. He was given his job.
camera. You brought your ass out here last night to tell us to go in. When they shooting us, y'all telling us it's okay. Telling them it's okay to kill us. It's not okay. It is never okay to hit a human being with any object, with any gas. Y'all forgot about the power. Y'all forgot about the Holocaust. It was they people. It was my people too. I just don't got the skin color to prove it. But guess what? I called Keith Ellison's office in 2018. And I said, Mr. Ellison, we voted you in. I need you. This man did this to me. And the system came out to fail me. Try to set me up. And call me something that I'm not. But I tell you who I am. My name is Zoya Cole. My name is Zoya Cole. And I'm all I got. I want you to know, I told the people, you have failed us. I called on you to help fix the problem. The problem is still going on. Daunte Wright is dead. He will not come back. His baby, that little man right there, he has to carry on the legacy. Our youth is our legacy. All our youth right now, yeah, y'all know y'all got it. But we gotta get it together and come together. Because this right here, I'm not going to discredit y'all for looting. I don't give a care. They got great bigger problems on their hands. And I'm scared. I'm scared. And I'm not going nowhere.
No peace. No peace.
Degree murder. First degree murder. When you fail to honor that oath, she failed to honor that oath. Their child failed to honor his oath. We are all human beings. We all need to be protected. And they can't serve us no more.
Justice for son. Pablo, you out here, brother? Pablo. Beside you. Pablo, let me jump in. All right. We're going to have Pablo speak. When I first met Pablo, we were outside of the city council of this house that I didn't know about. What you learned is, if you saw the soil, tip the iceberg. A lot of people have been affected by police brutality. A lot of city council members.
I'm missing my teeth because of it.
Wow.
The nose was Pablo. Pablo was speaking truth to it right there, and I got it first. Everybody got a reputation that day. So Pablo, give it up for Pablo, y'all.
Yeah, I'm down.
we're standing here today. Again, like we did with Fernando Castillo, with Joe Floyd, with Brian Quinones, and with others. And I'm very, very upset because we don't know when this will be end. We know that we're still living it. That's all I know. Many years ago, I came to the U.S. Nearly 40 years ago. And the first thing I heard, it was in the news, the killing of Larry Lozano by the police in Odessa, Texas. And it bothered me because he was one of the leaders pushing for changes within the police. Our Chicano community in Texas was being harassed back then, and it still is harassed by the police. And they took him into custody. And next thing you know, next day, he was hanging at the cell. The police reported that he killed himself.
That bullshit!
And ever since then, I keep that in my memory, in the back of my head. So I'm standing here in solidarity, not because I'm a man of color, not because all of us, most of us are people of color, and that we know the oppression of the system that the police brings upon us. We stand here too because we have children. And many days and nights I worry about my children. A couple of them are somewhere around here. And they're 20, 22, 23 years old. And I'm always worrying. And I'm always praying that nothing happens to them. So, as we stand here, we all need to pledge that we need to continue fighting.
Yes.
We have to keep organizing. I, as a director of Asamblea de Derechos Civiles, a faith-based organization that has been organizing for more than 20 years for the immigrant movement in Minnesota, and also as the chair of the Civil Rights for Immigrants campaign of the Gamillion Network, in 17 states and 44 organizations, I'll tell you that we are keeping our fight over there too. I know in Pennsylvania, I know in Missouri they're doing it. I know they're doing it in Wisconsin, in Chicago, and we are all in solidarity, and we will win. I know we will win. 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 Say his name.
Daunte Wright.
Say his name.
Daunte Wright.
Say his name.
Daunte Wright.
Say you say his name.
Daunte Wright.
Say his name.
Daunte Wright.
Louder.
Daunte Wright.
Louder. Louder.
Everybody, mic check. I will stay behind the truck. I will stay behind the truck. Please and thank you. It's just for safety. That's all. That's all. I believe that we will win. 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 I know that we can 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 win. I believe that we will 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 win. I know that we can win. I know that we can win. Who's street? 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 Who's street?
moving. We got to have people backing up. Behind the truck, y'all, please. Please, behind the truck. Behind the truck. Let's bring your safety up. All right, we're ready to move. In tight. Good night. Send that killer cop to jail. The hole. I said in tight. Good night. Send that. The hole. I said in tight. Good night. The hole. They matter here. Black women, they matter here. Black men, they matter here. Hold up. We want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. Okay, hold up. We want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. Okay, hold up. We want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. All right, hold up. We want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. What's his name? What's his name? Say his name. Say his name. Say it loud. Say it proud.
Daunte Wright, say his name. 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 Say his name.
All right. We're going to have a few more speakers and then hold this space. And this might be the first time that these law enforcement officials have listened to black people this much. So we're going to keep educating them. We're going to keep educating them. So to hand it off, down here for a minute. From TCC for Jay. Give it up for DJ, y'all.
What's up? We out here. I know a lot of the international and national press, they confused. They're like, ain't it snowing? Motherfucker, we in Minneapolis. What you mean? We've been out here all summer. We've been out here all fall. We've been out here all winter. Okay? Ain't shit changed. Don't just stop covering shit, okay? Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah? Now what I want to talk about is how I've been feeling the last couple of days, right? I don't want people to get confused. I've been trying to dissect how I feel, right? And I thought I felt sad, right? But sadness goes away, right? What I feel is hopelessness. Because it doesn't seem like nothing's fucking changing. We keep seeing the same thing over and over. It's like watching a bad movie on repeat. It's like Groundhog Day, but the character changes every time. This is fucking bullshit. Can someone say bullshit? Can someone say bullshit? 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 And so, my thing is I also want to talk about these class traitors, right? These people who think they're going to work for the military, who go around terrorizing the world, right? Who think they're going to work for the cops and that they're going to get treated a little bit better. But at the end of the day, y'all still house slaves. And house slaves are still slaves. It don't even matter. They shot and killed the lieutenant the other day. You think it matters? You think they care if you're part of their oppressive system? They don't care if you're a cop. You're just another black body to them. You're another slave. You're another nigger. They don't care about you. You should be out here, over here with us. And then, another thing I want to address is this movement, right? I keep hearing a lot of people that's like, yeah, ever since the movement started, right? Talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. This ain't new though, right? This ain't a new movement, right? We just got new faces, because they killed all the other ones. because here's the thing, right? We got Harriet Tubman, she's been fighting, she's a revolutionary. We got Angela Davis, right? We got the Black Panthers. We got the Black Liberation Army. We got Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton. We got so many fucking people. And they just keep lynching it. Ain't nothing new. Ain't shit changed. So here's the thing. They're really good at building illusions, right? And making it seem like the victim is the problem, right? They go, oh yeah, we know he was reaching for his gun that we told him to, that he legally has, but like, you know, he moved, so we had to shoot him. We know he was running away, unarmed, so we had to shoot him in his back. But the thing is, the illusion starts and they go, yeah, but you know, he was a drug dealer, he failed in a class in 8th grade one time, all the bullshit that they use to justify it, right? You know what they say? You know what they say? You know what they say? Shame! We ain't falling for that bullshit. Now the thing is, with George Floyd, the thing that makes this so special is that it happened for nearly 9 minutes. Because at that point, that hocus pocus, their magic and mirrors, it doesn't work anymore. Even the racists can't defend it. It's undefendable. So then the illusion gets broken. And now all these white liberals are out here and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to George Floyd. Guess what? It's been happening to us for 400 years. The only thing changed is we got cameras to prove it now. So we need to make sure that we're out here to get justice for all stolen lives. Because right now what's happening is they're trying to put that veil, that illusion again, right? Oh, it was an accident. Bullshit, that ain't no accident. You would think that's that bullshit? Bullshit. Bullshit. You ain't about to fuck with me. I know that that wasn't an accident. And so here's my thing. They always want to talk about how black fathers are absent, right? And how they lead and blah, blah, blah. That ain't the problem. The problem is you out here killing them. You're out here committing genocide. You're out here specifically targeting our community by putting drugs in our community like the FBI and Hoover did. You're out here lynching our black leaders and killing them because of air freshener. Can someone say bullshit? Bullshit! 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 Another thing I want to address is that Daunte was an Edison alumni. And I am a chess coach, and I have been for the last 9-10 years. In the last 6-7 years, I've coached chess at Edison High School. And we need to realize how small Minneapolis and this whole metro area is, right? Today I was talking with my friend Courtney Ross, the fiance of Floyd, and she worked at Edison too. We were co-workers for years. And she was talking about how she knew Daunte and reminiscing about stories about Daunte. Now, I didn't know Daunte personally, but I know I saw Daunte in the hallway when I went to go work. I know he was somewhere there. And the other part is that Daunte could be any of my fucking kids. I still got kids I teach chess currently. I still got kids that still graduate. And it's gonna be any fucking one of them. And the thing is, it just feels like it keeps getting closer, and it's getting closer, and it's getting closer. And it makes me just wonder, when is it gonna be my dad? When is it gonna be my brother? When is it gonna be my mother? When is it gonna be fucking me? It's too close. It's too close. And see, here's my thing, right? Kim fucking resigned, right? So Kim knows she fucked up. The chief fucking resigned. The chief know he fucked up. What's taking so long? Why it take so long to get them fired? They know they fucked up. Why don't the mayor know they fucked up? What's taking them so fucking long? That's what I want to fucking know. Because the thing that they trying to do is the okie doke, right? She trying to leave, keep her pension, and then move the fuck around so she can go over to Woodbury and start to kill another person. That's fucking bullshit. 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 That's why they need to reject her resignation, and they need to fire her ass. And then they need to charge her, and then they need to convict her. And we need to make sure that we're here during that whole fucking process. Because we need to realize, and it ain't by no accident, that this system was built to go slowly, right? This system was to see, it's a test to see how much you care. Okay? And I'm speaking to all the white people out there. I want to know how much you care. You're here today. You might have been here yesterday. You might have been here 2 days ago. Or you're going to be here a year from now. Or you're going to be here a year and 6 months from now. You see how long this Floyd trial's going? This other 3 killer cops don't even go till July. It happened last May. They're trying to see if we care. I care. Do you care? Say you care. Say you care. Say you care. And the last thing I want to talk about is what Brother Mel said. If they're not scared of us shooting them, right? They're not scared of us getting guns and shit like that. They got tanks. They got nukes. They got jet planes. We ain't trying to fucking go to war with them. What we really need to be talking about is we need to do unity. Because that's where the real power is, right? They want to keep us divided. That's what the capitalist system does. In India, they divide the Hindus and the Muslims, right? In Israel, they divide the Zionist country, so they divide the Jews and the Palestine while they're committing genocide. In America, they put the whites on top, the Asians, you know, and then it just keeps going on until we get the bottom, right? And in America, it's really hard because we got language barriers, we got cultural barriers, and this is why we need to do grassroots organizing. We need to start talking to our neighbors and start organizing. And that's the way we're going to fall, because let me tell you, we've already tried the leaders, right? We tried having our leaders, and they lynched them every fucking time. Without doubt, the only question is when. The 2014 uprising in Ferguson, like most of the activists ended up dead 5, 6, 7, 8 years later. So we need to make sure that we're not focusing on leaders. This movement isn't about anyone that spoke today. This movement is about the people. This movement is about you. This movement is about building a militant community that has a black consciousness that goes back to the liberation of Africa. And let me tell you, that's how you start a motherfucking revolution. And that ain't nothing to fuck with. Revolution! 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 Revolution!
Less than a little over 48 hours ago, who did they kill out in the streets? Less than a little over 48 hours ago, who did they leave out in the street? Who did they pull over and shoot? Who did they say it was an accident? I said this in the beginning, and I wasn't too eloquent, so I'll try to say it again. This ain't Mississippi, this ain't Louisiana, this ain't Alabama, this ain't Arkansas. This is your state, this is your community. A day after they shot and killed Daunte Wright, the former police chief of here raised the blue line banner. I'm gonna say that one more time for y'all to hear. A day after they murdered that black boy in the street, the former police chief of this building raised the blue line banner. Y'all ain't hear me. A day after they lynched that boy, they raised the blue line banner. That doesn't show empathy. That doesn't show contrition. That don't show no love. That tells you they don't care. That tells you they did it with impunity. That tells you they'll do it again and again and again. And what did we do? What did they do yesterday? What did they bring down to 63rd and Catherine? They brought down the Black Fist. I don't believe in coincidences anymore. I just don't. I just can't. But when the winter came and the wooden fist was up in George Floyd Square, they took it down and put up a metal one. The people put their time, energy, spirit, and blood into that. They put up a giant metal fist, and then that wood one went away. Now, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't know about you. But that one went away for somebody else. And they pulled that wood fist out and they brought it up for Daunte Wright. They brought that wood fist out for Daunte Wright. Now, you see these boys out here. You see these boys out here. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves right now. Because what they thought how this was gonna go is not how this went down. Tim Gannon thought that he could put up a blue line banner and keep his job. Kim Potter thought that she could kill a man and keep her job. But like Eli said, we don't want the resignation. She needs to be fired. I don't want her to get her pension. She needs to be fired. And after that, she needs to go behind bars. We need these charges brought to show these folks they cannot publicly execute black men in the streets. Now I'm seeing something out here that I don't usually see. And what I'm seeing in this community, I'm seeing a lot of black men out here. Put your fists up, brothers. We out here. We out here. We are out here. And I'm gonna tell you something. Not only do you matter,
Not only are you not expendable, not only are you amazing, not only are you loved, not only are you extraordinary, you are a black man and you more than matter. You more than matter. June 14th, 1920, they took 3 black men in Duluth and they lynched them. And they left their bodies there to send a signal. They would leave our bodies out there to show everybody else. This is what happened when you step out of line. It's the same damn thing they did in the plantations. They used our bodies to strike fear into other people. They used our dead bodies to strike fear into other people. Because Lord willing, we are so something else to go on. We're drawing breath on this earth. They can't stand it. When we are out here moving, raising our fists, it strikes fear into them. I ain't got nothing but this coat on. Them cats over there got AR-15s. What does that tell you?
We got those same guns too.
They fear for their lives.
What you talking about?
And I ain't got nothing on.
Same guns too.
Daunte had nothing on him. It wasn't an accident. Kim's been an officer longer than Daunte was alive. I do not believe the lies they tell. I will not go for the okie doke. This BS will not fly here. And if we gotta set up another square, a Daunte Wright square, then that's what we gonna do. If we gotta bring it there, we gotta bring it there. And the more that they get assembled, the more that we get assembled. Look around you. You're getting to know your people today. You're getting to know your people today. And we are going to make them choke on the name of Daunte Wright for history. They will know this to come. You saw them sweating. You saw Tim Gannon sweating. You saw the mayor sweating. She needs to be fired. They need to bring these charges tomorrow in Washington County. We need to see some damn justice today. And I'll wrap up with this. You shouldn't feel comfortable. The media outlets out here. I used to work for PBS. They used to give me scripts to make white folks feel comfortable. I don't want to hear routine. I don't want to hear accident.
Motivational speech.
I don't want to hear any words that are going to make white folks feel comfortable. Like I said, this ain't Mississippi, this ain't Louisiana, this ain't Alabama, this ain't Arkansas. Oh, hell, it ain't even Florida. This ain't even Indiana. This is where sundown town started. You need to know your history in this state. You need to know that they gunned that boy down. And they left his body in the street for hours. They left his body in the street for hours. I got no fear in my heart. Because if I got to go down like that, then that's how I got to go down for my people. But they will not leave another body out in the street for hours and protect it with SWAT and National Guard. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Way better than this.
Remember they had January 6th, 80 and Anna Betty.
Of a black man that was gunned down in the street. They did that boy wrong. They did him real wrong. But the reason that they're going to bring justice is because we're out here today. Say his name. What's his name? Say his name. 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 Leslie, you want to come up here and speak to the people? You got to get to know some of these folks that have been out here before May 25th, 2020, all right? They've been out here before. Give it up for Leslie Rubin, y'all.
For those of you that don't know me, many of you know me. I was a previous president for the Minneapolis NAACP. Let's